40 years ago this past week, I gave my youngest brother Tim the 30 cents he'd asked to borrow so that he could walk 4 blocks to the store and buy candy. It had been a beautiful day, but I hesitated because it was now close to evening and Tim would have to cross a very busy road. He assured me that he would be careful, and I, 17 years old, capitulated. Tim never returned. 6 days later, his body was found dumped on a roadside, 1 county over. Tim was the 4th victim of the entity that would become known as the Oakland County child killer. Over the decades, multiple law enforcement agencies allegedly revisited the case as leads straggled in, without resolution. I had long accepted my version of the truth, that the police had done everything they could, and that it was not uncommon for even heinous crimes to remain unsolved. Multiple writers have used the grisly and unbelievable facts of the Oakland County child killer case as a ready-made outline for fiction books. One non-fiction book, written back in the 1980s, was presented as a factual account, but it appears to have been written only as an effort to support the job done by the original task force investigating these crimes. The book did not dig deep. The Oakland County child killer case has also been the subject of recent television shows, as well as the subject of many newspaper articles that should have outraged the communities where these children were abducted and murdered. And yet, 40 years after the crimes, there are still no official answers and no official explanations of how time and money were spent investigating. There is no official resolution. Cathy Broad's words in March of 2017 are still, unfortunately, very much still the case as I record this in 2024. Another 7 years has gone by, and we still have no answers as to what actually happened to these 4 children for sure, and potentially others. And with that, we dive down the rabbit hole and shine a bright light on these 4 children and their horrendous last days, making sure that even if we don't know who or why, that we at least remember these children and continue to say their names and hope that somewhere along the way we do find those answers.